Oh! Alright, what's going on, everybody? So Ryan Garcia versus Romero just finished, and wow, that was a very unexpected event for a bunch of different reasons. So I'm going to be talking about all the fights, and let's just get right into it. But real quick, before I get into the video, 96% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you like boxing, influencer boxing, or UFC content, I post 3 to 4 times a week on this channel at least, so make sure you guys subscribe. I appreciate you. Alright, now the first fight, probably the only fight that I would say went like about as expected as I wanted to, and that is Teofimo Lopez versus Barboza Jr. Now, Teofimo Lopez is special. I gotta say, he definitely had the best performance tonight. He was incredible. He was incredibly fast. His reflexes were incredible. He was more so a counterpuncher in this fight because Barboza Jr. was really just trying to put on the pressure the entire fight, but he could just not land with Teofimo Lopez because his head movement, his slipping, and his footwork was just elite, and obviously his timing with his fast hands. So Arnold Barboza Jr. really had no chance to work in that fight because the speed difference was just so daunting. Sorry, that was gross. But Barboza landed a big shot in round 6, but besides that, he really wasn't able to land at all. And Teofimo's 3-punch combinations were faster than Barboza's 1-punch combinations. So in fights like this, Teofimo just proves that he is on a different level. I know he wants to fight Jerome Boots Ennis. I think that'll be a sick fight because they both like to emote in the ring. They both rely on flow state and reflexes, and they both have incredibly fast hands. I actually think they're very similar fighters in general. So I want to see that fight. But yeah, man, overall great performance by Teofimo Lopez. His movement in general is just top tier. He wasn't really rocking Arnold Barboza Jr. by any chance, but he was outclassing him easily. He really made that fight look easy. Teofimo Lopez is a really special fighter, and I really hope that Boots Ennis fight gets made. Alright, now the next fight, Devin Haney versus Ramirez. Now, this one was unexpected. I'm not saying that I expected Devin Haney to be an exciting fighter because that's usually not his style, but this one was different. This was a different level of awful boxing. Even the commentators the entire fight were whining about it. It was such a bad fight. Devin Haney was just doing his best, being on his bike, bouncing back and forth and circling the ring. And I gotta say, it's Jose Ramirez's fault too, because he attempted to walk down Devin Haney the entire fight without cutting off the ring. And trying to hit him, he just couldn't, because it's not like Teofimo Lopez where Teofimo was slipping, moving, and countering off it. Yeah, Devin Haney was countering off with his left hook, and I actually think that Devin Haney looked more powerful in this fight, but he just wasn't letting his hands go, really, at all. He was just moving around the ring, and it was the same thing every single round. Devin Haney was circling around the ring, circling around the other way, and the guy was just missing shots, and not really even throwing that many, to be honest. He would just jab to get close, Haney would move, he would move with him, jab to get close, Haney would move. The same thing the entire fight. It was really bad. I literally put in the notes, it was the fight of agony, and you can see by my reaction, I was not enjoying it. No, brother, this is a painful watch. Why is Ramirez not like taking initiative either? He's walking him down, but he's not committing to any big shots. I really don't understand. But overall, Haney showed they still a great defensive fighter. But if you're being that defensive when it's supposed to be like a huge Riyadh season card, overall this card was very disappointing, which I'll get to the main event in a second. But Devin Haney did not make the Ryan Garcia fight look any more valuable whatsoever. Yes, he won, but this is the biggest L of a W I've ever seen in a minute. Ramirez looked very bad coming out of this too. Don't get me wrong. It is Ramirez's fault also. I don't want to put 100% of the blame on Devin Haney, but that fight was shit. I defend boxing a lot, and people like complain about boxing because like, oh, there's not knockouts as much as possible. I'm not one of these people that only enjoy boxing when there's a finish or a knockout. I love the sweet science, but that was barely even the sweet science. It was just movement and lack of engagement overall, which even the main event showed some parts of that, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, overall, not a very good fight from either fighter in this co-main event. Neither of them come out of this fight looking great. The Ryan Garcia fight doesn't look as hyped for multiple different reasons. So, yeah, it's just an overall L co-main event. Let me know if you guys agree down below. I expected more out of Ramirez to bring it out of Haney, and he just couldn't. So Haney just ran around the entire time, and it was enough for him to win off the counter punches. So, yeah. All right, now the main event. Now, I think everybody was shocked by this result in general, but the overall fight just made it, like, even more crazy watching it live. So, obviously, I'm talking about Garcia versus Romero, if you guys didn't figure that out. But Ryan Garcia was doing very good working his jab early. That's why I thought he should have been doing in this fight. He was staying very patient, and overall, this was a very technical matchup in general between the two fighters. And when you really expected a firefight looking at the two fighters going into it, but it wasn't really that. But things changed very quickly when, in round 2, Rolly Romero drops Ryan Garcia in round 2 with a double left hook. Oh! Ryan Garcia just got fucking dropped. Holy shit. Then after that, man, Ryan Garcia just seemed so hesitant in general. He worked his jab the entire fight like he should have been, but he was throwing nothing behind it. It's like he refused to open himself up to potentially get hit again. I don't know if he didn't want to be a knockout clip on like YouTube or Twitter. It seemed like he was fighting like he didn't want to get knocked out because he did not want to commit to anything behind his jab. And he was going to have to because you just got knocked down and you're not able to land your left hook. Rolly Romero was able to do a very good job ducking the left hook every single time. You could tell that Rolly was very familiar with Ryan Garcia defensively. Ryan Garcia was playing defensive when he was behind the fight, and it was actually a very technical fight. They both jabbed to the body, jabbed upstairs, and Rolly, for the most part, wasn't really doing much either, but he was doing more, and a lot more than he needed to than Ryan Garcia. It was more than enough, because Ryan Garcia only worked his jab upstairs into the body, and then would try the left hook, miss, then get discouraged, and then not go for it anymore. He was really on his bike, on his jab, like he didn't want to, like, get knocked out or anything like that. Like, he was okay with losing the fight, and I would have never expected that from Ryan Garcia. We've seen so much fire out of him in the past, especially when we needed it to. Like in the Luke Campbell fight, he was dropped and he was hurt, but we just didn't see that same fighter tonight whatsoever. He did not look like he wanted to commit to winning. He literally needed a knockout in round 12. And he was even needing a knockout in round 11 because he was down on scorecards that much. And we didn't see him open up at all. We didn't see him go for the win. We saw him, I don't want to say run away because he's a professional boxer, but he was running away from chasing the win. He was running away from being that knockout artist that he was known for. It was just very, very odd seeing him concede defeat basically since he got knocked down. He did not want to engage with Rolly after taking that punch. And yes, Rolly hits very hard. And yes, you have to be careful. But, man, it was almost like Rolly was faster than Ryan in this fight. Because Ryan had his fast left hook, but Rolly was seeing it every single time. And Rolly would land, and Ryan would react heavily, even to his feints. Yeah, motherfucker, you got a motorcycle. We understand. But I was just shocked by this performance by Ryan Garcia. Yes, of course, we didn't expect Rolly to win in general, but seeing Ryan Garcia give up like this, just wasn't expecting that. I don't know if in his mind, oh, I'm going to get the Haney fight regardless. It doesn't matter. No, man. Overall, with Devin Haney's lackluster win performance and now Ryan Garcia's lackluster loss, man, the fight is almost dead in the water at this point. Does anybody really, really care anymore? Like, seriously. Yeah, the storyline. But the sad thing is, they made the trailer for this event Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney 2, basically. They didn't even do a trailer for Ryan versus Rolly. They wrote up Rolly that much. This was supposed to be a layup for both fighters, and it really wasn't for both fighters. I mean, kind of for Haney, because Ramirez did not fight that fight well at all, but Ryan Garcia did a very sloppy performance today. He was trying to be technical, and he was getting out-technical by Rolly, and he opened up and got caught by a left hook. Then he did not want to engage ever again. So, Let me know if you guys were as surprised as I was, because I was not expecting that performance from Ryan Garcia. And it was a great performance by Raleigh, but even Raleigh could have done more low-key, but he didn't need to. Why would he need to when he was winning so easily? Seriously, like, Raleigh definitely bounced back because he had a couple losses that were pretty suspect. He got a win recently. Now he has back-to-back wins. I wonder what they're going to do with him, because he kind of just threw a wrench in his whole situation. Do they do Raleigh versus Haney? I don't think so. Raleigh talks a lot of shit to Devin Haney, but it seems like Raleigh even wants them to run it back. So if I'm being realistic, I think they're going to run the rematch anyways. It's just 10 times less interesting than it was before. Let me know if you guys agree. So yeah, man, overall thoughts on the card. I think it was actually pretty overall disappointing. This was supposed to be a big event, a big deal. The Teofimo Lopez fight was good. Devin Haney fight was shit. Not like I expect gold from Devin Haney on a regular basis, but even Jose Ramirez made that fight very bad because he was pressuring, but not at the same time. It was very, very shit. And the main event was just supposed to be a firefight. I'm not mad that I got the prediction wrong or anything. Literally, I think anybody predicted Ryan Garcia was going to win. But it was supposed to be a firefight, and Ryan Garcia just needed to do his part of the job to make that a firefight, and he just didn't want to after he got knocked down. So let me know what you guys thought about the event down below. I'm out here grinding for Cinco de Mayo week, so if you like this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, because I post frequently on this channel, especially this week. I didn't end up doing a prediction for the NOA fight, but I will be doing an instant reaction to that card. So regardless, I'll be talking about it. If you guys want to follow any of my socials, that's in the description. I'm trying to rush this out so you guys can get on your algorithm. Gotcha for watching this video. I appreciate you for watching, though. Thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual. God bless every single one of you. And peace out.